If y'all going in there expecting like, you know, a buddy cop movie with Mike Epps and Bruce Willis, you gonna be sort of disappointed. Do
I
not
would expect it from that photo. Right there.
That's what I'm saying.
I think Mike Epps was too. I think they sold him out. It's like Die Hard with a Vengeance.
We're reviving Scrubs.
Cosmic Danielle, a very nice, very graphic design, courtesy of Remus and Kiki Animation, are featured artists of the month, February. And so as long as March is around, this shirt will be too. You can find that shirt while it lasts, but we got our mainstays over at dtmerch.com. Again, that is dtmerch.com is where you're going to find that shirt, along with the shirt that I'm wearing. All that and more, dtmerch.com. And if you really enjoy what we do here, you know, you enjoy these wonderful programs that we bring your way, well, you're the ones that keep it going with your subscriptions. Now, some people say, I just like to donate. Can't even watch all the time, but I like to see you guys going just in case I'm coming through and I need some laughs, I need to feel good, and I just want to see your faces. But some people are here almost every night we do a show, and they're there because sometimes they feel like they're a part of the show. You know, they get a call, an email, and they become co-hosts with us in a way. You can do that too by joining us. And there are many ways to get a subscription, but here's this thing. What's that in your pocket right there? Oh my God, is that an Amazon account? Well, look at this. We got an Amazon Pay button. I say we combine those things together. Put in your username, put in your password, press send. Ooh, why am I tingling? Why am I shining? That's that toasted goodness coming on your body right there. Ooh, phrasing bad.
Ooh, yeah, I was like,
But as I tell you, guaranteed to get more sex.
Probably from yourself.
Probably, yeah. I didn't say how. I just said you're going to get it. Last week, we didn't get a screening for Death Wish, usually a bad sign. And lo and behold, it was like, I believe, 14% on Rotten Tomatoes, maybe 13%. Now, when I see that kind of percentage, and I hear the kind of reviews that are going on for it, talking about how ridiculous a movie is, I'm like, I got to see that. And I got to talk about it. But then Oscar had to get in the way, and we had to give him 5 hours of our time on Sunday, at the Academy Awards. So I finally had a chance to go see old Bruce Willis today. The movie, is based on a classic that came out when I was a little boy. Now, let me take you back. 1974. Little Corey still barely shitting on himself, and I'm glad I didn't get to see the world through adult eyes. I still had those innocent eyes at the time, because 1974 was the last year under Nixon, and a lot of, I was a very paranoid president, and kind of put middle America, white middle America, into a little paranoia too. That's that time where they said, you liberals just let all these hippies and these blacks get out of control. These blacks just walking around with no handlers, just free to murder, rape, rob all they want to. That's where we got that old thing with, you can't trust the police. You can't even trust the government. You got to take arms and protect yourself. Be the good guy with the gun. And that was such a big notion at the time that started reflecting in the entertainment. And that's when it came about with 1974's Death Wish, which also kind of rebooted the celebrity of one Charles Bronson.
This is Paul Kersey.
Who likes to party by himself.
Yeah. What was he doing?
Who likes to party by himself in his apartment all alone.
Who's clinically depressed.
Yeah, death wishes for everybody, yeah.
He begins where all the super cops leave off.
I was like, dude, what were you doing back there the whole time?
I'll wait.
Like a genie? What?
Love it.
Damn. Well, there he goes.
Hey.
Shoot me. See my movie. You're next.
Well, New York was a very different place back then.
Yeah,
it was.
like the Disneyfication of it now. It's like I can't even imagine it being like this.
Oh, no, it was. And now, today, 2018, somebody said these Negroes are still walking around with nobody handling them.
We got Nixon 2 in the office.
Yeah, we got Nixon, the electric boogaloo in the office. All these liberals still out there ruining everything. And it's because of them that we have to have more guns out there, which, by the way, we love our guns, but we love them even more knowing that we have to protect them against protect ourselves against these people of color, these liberals, these immigrants, all these people out there. This is the perfect time to call on Bruce Willis with a gun to protect America, and maybe can inspire people to be the same.
Yes.
You know, this.
We need an older white man who really kind of doesn't care.
Yeah. Oh, but that's the thing. Bruce Willis, he does care about his family, Martin.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, man. You know, protect your own, as I say. The good guy with a gun. He plays a surgeon who, you know, he's kind of callous to seeing all these people come in with bullet wounds and dying from gun violence. It's like, hey, you know, I got a nice house. I got a beautiful wife. I got a daughter about to go to college. Fuck all these other people. You know, I'm good. But when somebody breaks into his home with a couple of other intruders and kills his wife and injures his daughter, puts her in a coma, he says, you know what? I see the errors of my ways now. And not only am I not going to let this happen again to the surviving member of my family, but you know what? I'm just going to become a superhero. Just get myself a gun.
I mean, he's done it before.
Yeah, exactly.
I got a Skull T-shirt around here somewhere.
Somewhere.
I don't. Fuck.
Just put my own picture on my shirt. Yeah. But he says, you know what? I'm going to go out there and not just protect my wife and my family, or, you know, my wife is dead. I'm going to protect my daughter and, you know, maybe my future wife if I ever have another one. And you know what? I'm going to make up for all the time that I was cold-hearted and protect the whole city in Chicago. So
I'm going to make up for the times I was cold-hearted by murdering people.
Yes. It's a long overdue. Let's take a look at this trailer for Death Wish, and we'll be back with my review.
The lion came out like, you know what happened.
And they're sending a lion after his family.
Yeah, I thought a gun was going to come out that lion's mouth.
Yeah.
Rah, ah, ah.
You're not gonna kill me.
No, Jackass.
Getting out, socializing. Whatever you're doing, keep it up.
Okay.
Gotta say, I had higher hopes for the sequel to Unbreakable.
Yeah, where's Mr. Ass at? But this is I'm gonna tell you something. When I'm looking at this, I did kind of fall for the marketing in a negative way, because it does look like this is going to be a 2-hour commercial for the NRA, and especially for a time when there's this big controversial debate going on. So, and I was already saying this is insensitive. This is not the right place, not the right time, and I was, so just to show you that I'm being fair here, I was able to go in and kind of put all those prejudices aside, because to be completely honest with you, the beginning of this movie is not as bad as I expected it to be. I would even go as far as to say it's pretty good. I mean, it's not great, but as far as looking at this, it's just kind of an action film, just kind of a B-grade action film. I was having a good time. Now, there are points of goofiness that they are setting up, and some very, very, very bad story points. Like they foreshadow things hard. I mean, there's a moment where somebody's reaching over to open a car door for Bruce Willis, and he's like, "Hey, nice tattoo. Wonder when that will come in later." It's and the dude, it's not even a picture like a dragon or anything. It's almost the guy's name. And Bruce Willis even says it. He's like, "Huh, you a fan of Michael Jordan? Because that's a M and that's a J." And I was like, "Wow, man, you literally spelled this out for us at this moment." I was like, it's gonna be bad. But I kept all my snarkiness to myself, and I said, let me just go ahead for the ride. And for what it's worth, it really was a good setup for this film, for a revenge film. Again, I'm not going in looking for anything deep. I'm not going in to politicize this movie. I'm going in just to look at it as a straightforward action film. And when they do the setup at the beginning, it's not anything too original. Mm-hmm. It's not anything not anything even great. The setup I'm talking about is when you have the intruders break into the home and end up violating the family. The wife played by Elizabeth Shue. And the things that are typical that you see, you see the window half open. You see the dirt footprints on the ground, and when you look at something that's not right, you hear that. and you got that wind fucking with you, letting you know that things ain't exactly right. Not great, but still effective. It was suspenseful. Big cake.
I didn't come down here right now.
I just mopped.
Charger, relax.
I was like, he's like, I can't pee with her in the room. Shit.
You're like Wormtail from Harry Potter in the back.
Like, shut the door, privacy. These are nothing. These things are nothing that you haven't seen before.
Right. Mm-hmm.
We see these techniques done a lot. Those guys, you cut the light on, do with a hoodie on, with a mask on, but it is effective. Those elements, when done right, maybe not new, not original, but effective, and it was. The other thing that I was impressed with in the movie is Bruce Willis, man. I mean, Bruce Willis, it really is a testament to veteran pros of Hollywood who've been doing this for a minute, who can come in and elevate some really goofy material.
That's funny because I kept hearing from people that he was just sleepwalking through this, like he didn't give a shit.
Okay, maybe some people could see it like that. And the way I took it is that this is a guy that's grieving after the crime happens.
Yeah.
And, there's never more like, oh, Lord, oh, my baby. Yeah, no. It was not like that. He was quietly grieving. He was trying to cooperate. He still had his daughter in a coma. So this is a guy that was very subdued. And while some people think it's sleepwalking, I thought like, okay, this is the guy that just knows the right balance right here. At least to me. Mm-hmm. Because with all the overacting and all the other silly shit in this movie, he's the one that's kind of
hold it together.
I'm trying. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he's usually at his best dramatically when he does play it subdued, like in movies like Unbreakable and The Sixth Sense, when he's not going for really showy stuff.
Yeah, there are moments in here where he's working with the cops, and now in any other movies, we're like, God damn it, when are you going to get off your ass and do something? My wife is dead. He's never like that. He's like, yes, no, I'll cooperate, and he'll even, when he's mad, he's even saying like, I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing, but I'll leave you to do your jobs. But moments of you like, well, shit, maybe you wanted your wife to die.
Is he a suspect?
I married into money.
I like the way, who's the guy from Breaking Bad?
Dean Norris.
Norris.
It seems to be fated to only play cops for the rest of the
Exactly.
You can't put him and Bruce Willis in the same movie together either.
That's what my wife said. She's like,
You can't do that.
they look alike.
Michael Chiklis walks in.
Yeah.
Hey, guys. Yeah.
You got two human thumbs debating one another. You can't be doing this.
I know Dean Norris and Bruce Willis are like doing that mirror thing. But yeah, man, they, he's again. I mean, the guy. I think this is the guy who just knows when to hold back and knows that sometimes less is more. It could be more effective. I liked him. I liked him in the movie. It's never. He definitely ain't going home and pulling a Chuck Norris like, God damn it, oh shit! Waving his tie around and shit. Or he's like, yeah, I got the place to myself finally.
house is a man cave.
Man cave, yeah. Where the hoes at? But
Sliding wearing briefs.
yeah, he got on shades. I'm giving this the benefit of the doubt. I'm going along with it. I'm praising this wherever I can. Because again, I want to be fair, man.
I feel like this car is running out of gas very soon.
Once that family's gone, this shit turns stupid. And you know what? One of the things, and it's not because the heart isn't in the right place, because there's a lot of things that are going on in here where it just gets ridiculous, man.
Now wait, is this one of these cases where he used to be special forces or something?
No.
He's just regular.
That's what's
doctor.
He's just.
Let's see how he's got a contraption where a machine gun pops out.
Yeah, man, he's the surgeon ready to operate on these streets.
A PhD in pain.
And that's kind of
Hippocratic oath. Suckers.
They try to let you know, like, no, this guy was, he was never special forces. He's not some guy who's been training the whole time. He really is an average guy. He's a guy that is not that great at shooting. And they even say that. However, he is better than the average person for the amount of time that he has. Like, for him, if you want to get good at being an expert marksman, just cut on some AC/DC and give yourself a nice montage. Back in black! Back in black! He's He's like,
Wow.
yep, I'm ready.
I ain't got months to learn it. Crank the music up.
And he goes to get a gun. And he finds, he knows he's about to do some illegal shit. So he says, when he goes to the gun shop, they said, oh, yeah, just fill out this paperwork. It's going to let you, the police know every bullet that you fired came from you. And he's like, I'll be back. I got to think about this. But he's like, damn, I need a gun they can't trace. No bullshit. I'm not going to tell you how it's done, but it's almost as if God laid an unmarked gun at his feet, literally at his toes.
It is Chicago.
Yeah.
God's like, take this, it's dangerous.
He rub the prints off right here. Here, Bruce, love your movies, man. But in the context of the movie, it's silly.
He's the GTA cheat code.
And then, at this moment, he's like, well, I already played my song. I done my montage now. I'm good. All I got to do is find some crime. And it's just, and just like any other, just like any superhero that's trying to get started, well, just go walk the streets at night. You're going to find something. And he does, man. The first night that he's out, he finds crime.
Of course.
Chicago. It is Chicago.
Believe me, y'all.
How aggressive is this crime, though?
Man,
like this first crime.
It is the most aggressive carjacking that you will find.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, that excuse is Chicago can only last so long. I would be lying if I told you that some of this is not entertaining. Mm-hmm. There is this badass moment where he finds out where a drug dealer's at, who's been messing with kids, and he goes off on this dude. It's not even anything that's long, and it has a hilarious end joke for it too. Mm-hmm. But he just comes up to this dude, and it's like one of the. It's a very short, nice confrontation, very clean, and that's one of the few moments where you want to go like, hell yeah, Bruce Willis, get him, get him, Bruce.
One of the few.
One of the few. But after that, you can only root so long because that's the problem with the movie. You laugh more than you root. You laugh more than you cheer because there's so many obvious things that are going on here. If it's not silly, it's obvious. I mean, sometimes their heart is in the right place when they're trying to do something, and it just ends up being stupid. It ends up being kind of silly. Like, they in this movie here, it's the 1974 movie. That played up on people's fear of well, let's just say, black people.
Minorities.
Minorities, yeah. You always had that one black dude with that afro and that mustache. Hey, baby, give me the bread.
Let's see the money, man.
This is where, middle America's like, yes, kill that nigga. And believe me, at one point, Bruce Willis is going to have to cap a nigger on the ass at some point. But it's about one or two, because otherwise, there's a whole lot of other black people in the movie who are either victims or working professionals. I mean, they go out of their way to do that. If you didn't get cast in Black Panther, there was a nice role here for you in Death Wish.
Do you mind being a prostitute?
Yeah. No, that's the thing. You're not going to be a prostitute.
An accountant.
Oh no, you're gonna be a victim. Just somebody. Hey, look, I'm middle class like you, just enjoying a night out at Chili's, trying to get to my car. Just an average black couple.
Jacked at the Chili's parking lot.
Chicago. It is Chicago.
Let's explain Mike Epps.
Man, that's the thing with Mike Epps. Like,
okay,
they are forcing black people to look so much like professionals. They made Mike Epps a doctor. And not one joke came out this man's mouth. You see Mike Epps right there with Bruce Willis, like, yeah, me and Bruce Willis, we about to go crazy up in this hospital. We about to get wild up in here. No, I guess this is Mike Epps' big dramatic debut. Mm-hmm. This man does not tell one joke. He's almost an extra in the movie. He has about, I would say about 5 words. Not lines, about 5 words. I think hey, Paul, you don't want to go in there, man. Yeah. That's
your wife ain't looking too good.
yeah, that kind of thing, man. Y'all, if y'all going in there expecting a buddy cop movie with Mike Epps and Bruce Willis, you gonna be sort of disappointed. Do
I
not
would expect it from that photo right there.
That's what I'm saying.
I think Mike Epps was too. I think they sold it. It's like Die Hard with a Vengeance.
We're reviving Scrubs.
Die Hard Avengers.
Yeah, I'll be the Sam Jackson in Die Hard with a Vengeance too.
Exactly.
It's like, nah.
No, it looked like me and Bruce about to clean up these streets with comedy. Man, it's not that movie. He's in there. Mike Epps is a star. He is in there for probably, I would say, I'm being generous, a full minute.
Yeah.
I'm going to say less, but I'm going to respect the man. This is
Mike Epps is coming for us.
when he was right there, he thought he was going to have a lot more in this movie, man.
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, man, I'm his buddy, man. I'm his Kevin Hart, and he's like my Dwayne the Rock. It's like,
I'm sure he posted it to Instagram and check me and Bruce out in our new movie coming out this weekend.
Maybe we'll have a bunch of extra scenes on the Blu-ray. Or something.
Yeah,
They get to see
all the bloopers and outtakes.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, we gave you 5 words.
In that photo, Bruce Willis is like, "Who is this guy?"
I know. Oh, we about to tear it up, Bruce. Anyway, Bruce was like, "Yeah, sure."
Me and Sam Jackson back together again.
He has hair now. This is different.
Bruce Willis just like, just snap the fucking picture. Hear him tell Lawrence Fishburne to go back to work. But there are some moments where it's a little grounded and it's good. Because you do have people in here who are great actors, and how they got roped up in this movie, I don't know. I guess Bruce Willis was in there, and everybody else was like, okay, I'll go in there too. Vincent D'Onofrio.
Man, this guy's been on a streak.
He really
Yes.
I love it.
I know, he can't win. He's like, even right there, like, what the fuck is going on, man?
What am I doing?
My career. You want to avenge something, do it for my career, man.
You need to stop doing movies for sugar and water.
At least he ain't doing the Kingpin. You're not barking his way through a movie. When him and Bruce Willis have great scenes together. He plays his brother. I almost want to see what their relationship is like. It's one of those things where he's that brother that's always coming around asking for money. And he's like, man, my wife is dead. Really? You asking me for $5 right now? But, they're
Right there, it looks like he was talking sense to him.
No, there is a point in the movie where it's like that. It's like he's the brother that
Look, dude, I'm the fuck up, and I'm telling you to stop.
Yeah,
What you're doing.
stop
If he
doing
dies, he can't get any more money.
So you're not taking your wife out to dinner anymore, right? Come on, man. Show me some love.
I haven't had a meal in a
I had a meal in a minute.
I'm just trying to look after my bank account. I mean, my brother. Even when the movie is actually doing some cool things, it's still being taken off the rails, man. There's moments where it's actually feeling like, all right, you're trying to say something, even when it gets annoying, because there are moments where they're trying not to make it too political, and they're being a B-grade action movie, an exploitation flick. But then they have these moments where they got like Sway in the Morning and Man-Cow come in, and at first Man-Cow in the morning, and you remember Man-Cow, right?
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was still on the radio, but
have Human Newman come in.
they have this. They keep having the same thing. I mean, they come in at first. It's like, all right, this is an interesting. This is a little interesting commentary going on, but it's the same little argument. It's like the Grim Reaper is what they call Bruce Willis out there. The Grim Reaper is he a hero or is he a menace? Is vigilantism, is that something that is helping the streets, or is it hurting? Can anybody pick up a gun and do this? Or, is this something we need to stop this now? And that's cool for the first 5 times they say it. And about the 5th time was like, hey, folk hero or villain, let us know about the Grim Reaper. Call us. And it's like, man, I want to call and say, get another topic.
That's something that happens in hood movies a lot, though.
As I said, it's a statement where they say it over and over again. It's like, okay, y'all are going in circles with this. And the other thing is that you're talking about trying to say something deep here. And that's to me, look, I like Eli Roth, and I'm not saying this right now to drop names either. I'm saying this just to let you know that I'm being very sincere when I say that Eli Roth, I interviewed him years ago, and I was doing interviews.
Whoa. There's something on the floor.
Oh, no. Hey, can you pick up that name for me? So I can drop it again. One more time. And like a baby testing grab. No, I'm only saying it because y'all know me. I don't care about interviews. I don't care about celebrities. But this guy was one of the nicest people because you expect a guy who loves violence so much to come in and at least be an asshole or something. Really. No, he was a really nice guy, man. Which is why I don't want to make it seem like I'm trying to criticize him just to throw out some smart ass comments. I mean, this guy. What annoys me about Eli Roth is that Eli Roth starts out with these ambitions, like, man, I got something to say. There's these political topics that I want to weigh in on. And he's done that a couple of times. I think he did it most successful with Hostel. Mm-hmm. Hostel was about how tourists go and they exploit the countries, especially, lower income countries and third world countries, and how these countries are retaliating, by torturing them. But then Hostel 2 came out and tried to make the same statement and elaborate on it, but then it got just gory for gore's sake. Yeah. The same thing with Green Inferno. We're going to talk about activism, naive activism gone too far, in which he made it was a story about cannibalism. But then even that went on to the gore. It even got to a point where they doing shit jokes, and it just became childish. And that's the thing with Eli Roth. Eli Roth, he starts out with noble ambitions, and then he looks over and somebody had just set a whole pile of intestines and organs and a bucket of blood, and he just gets distracted. I don't need it. He starts playing with that like Legos and clay, and that's the thing about him. You can tell when he is just not only distracted by blood and gore, but he's just gleeful with it, man. There are moments in here like where he's just torturing the guy, and that's where it comes in with. With this guy, like right here, you can tell where that's going.
Where the guy's all like, man, you ain't gonna kill me. I'm like, what would make you think that?
Yeah, this guy just went around and killed your friends, tortured you in the most painful and graphic way, and got your ass under a car with a chain that he's holding, ready to yank that shit. You deserve to die for asking stupid questions. Right. Yeah, man, but hey, you ain't gonna kill me, right? Nah, man, and that's
the last words he hears is a terrible pun.
Yeah. Jack, I'm not. Jack is, at that point, that guy's probably, kill me, man.
All right, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, he's gonna do this all night.
It's slow, and he just not just slow for like showing the agony that this guy's in, but to just show all the blood that's pouring from the wound and what this guy is pouring into the wound.
He's doing that?
Yeah, he's pouring. You get to see all the blood that's like froth over the wound, and it's just at this point it's just kind of like, man, do you want me to root for this guy or not? Because now he seems fucking crazy to me.
Yeah, like even the Punisher has like some limits.
Yeah,
I'm not making this political when I say this at all, because as you're watching this, you do kind of start to feel like, all right, you know what, man, there might be some parts of this that I enjoy, but it does feel like you're exploiting a moment. This is the wrong place. As an exploitation movie, cool. You want to do some grindhouse stuff with it, that's fine. But this just feels like with everything that's going on, it's too exploitive. Wrong time, wrong place.
Well, yeah, it seems like wrong place, wrong time. And that's why suddenly they pulled all the advertising.
Yeah, I don't know if it was real or not, but I even saw one advertisement. I can't even find it. They probably scrubbed the internet, but it was controversial because it had him pointing a gun with an American flag. They were making this movie like it was the Ted Nugent of revenge movies, like a gun, like after the bullets came out of his gun, like an American flag just came out of it. It feels ugly, man, with everything that's going on, and I didn't feel right watching a lot of it, and I'm even saying this as being somebody who enjoyed some parts of this on a B, strictly low B, C grade level exploitation film. Bottom line is that the more real they try to make this, and the more statements they try to make with this, the uglier it seems. We already got somebody out there fulfilling my death wishes. The Punisher is there.
Yeah.
And he's in a world with gods and, and Spider-Man and superheroes and Hulks, and I'm like.
Purple Devos.
Yeah, and he's crazy. He's already got this ground covered right here. You know, I don't need Bruce Willis doing this right now. We already have somebody doing this, and it's in the right environment. And even then, it's like, how much do you want to skirt this line? I don't hate this movie, man. I'm not gonna come in here and again be all political with this and moral with it. Nah, I had some fun with it. But I don't think. I think it's just ugly timing with this. I'm giving this like a low rental, just for having too high of aspirations and not trying, and not sticking with what it needs to be.
I thought it's going to be another London Has Fallen.
Oh no, man, no. Oh no.
That was at a bad time.
No. This man's actually doing a job of cleaning up Chicago. That dude blew up London, man. True. I like the way our heroes in London Has Fallen end up being practically the terrorists.
Yeah.
Like the full title should be London Has Fallen, thanks to me.
Yeah, exactly. It ain't like it would be the equivalent of Bruce Willis just going around and continuously shooting the wrong people, innocent people by mistake. I'm sorry.
My bad.
Shit. Man, I'm sorry.